All right. So for those that are new or want to get into racing, here's kind of a good, kind of basically most of my setup here. Um, what all you might need with tools, equipment, trailer. Kind of gonna go over numbers, go over what I got. You can always add a little bit more, a little bit less. I think get the basics, buy as you go. But anyways, here's kind of a rundown of most of my stuff. So here I got a spray bottle for mountain tires, put soap and water in there, saran wrap to wrap tires, dustpan, bead breaker, mud scraper, battery charger. As you can see here, most of my power tools were from Harbor Freight. They're 10 years old, maybe a little bit older, right around there, probably 8 to 12 years old. So I got an impact gun, which is pretty well shot. Got to get a new one, but get a 1/2 inch for changing tires. I got my 7-inch grinder for grinding tires, sheet metal shears for cutting sheet metal, a DeWalt drill, which is also pretty old but still working all right. 4.5-inch grinder, that's what I use to cut metal and things like that. Socket sets. Got a Husky, a Craftsman. My Husky set's 15 years old. Craftsman's probably about 12 years old. Still got some pieces just out in the garage, but still in pretty good shape. Got to get a rubber mallet, sledgehammer. I got a 1/2 inch ratchet, and of course you got to have zip ties. I got a seal remover, socket set, and then here you got pliers, channel locks, utility knife. Basically you want everything there, different sizes. Grease, bearing, and seal tool, a 3-way for power. Here's some of my electrical stuff. You want to probably get some wire cutters. I got a heat gun, and then get a terminal set so you can fix different stuff with some wires. Get a multimeter probably, butt connectors, heat shrink, stuff like that. Got different clamps, C-clamps, just different clamps. Not always a necessity, but just kind of stuff I've got over time. Just basic wrenches, markers, razor blades, tools for the valve stem on the tires, hammer, Allen set, screwdrivers, picks, different sorts, just kind of basic, easy stuff. I got a smaller jack over there. I think that's my 1.5 ton. I just recently actually got a ball joint kit, not even for racing, but I have a 5-gallon bucket to hold oil. This is a creeper and seat setup. Usually just use it as a seat. Then you need to have toolboxes. So this toolbox, I don't really have racing stuff in, but you got to get some type of toolboxes. Up here I just got duct tape, Teflon tape, electrical tape, oil pan, fluid transfer pump, oil filter tools, funnels, lots of rags. This is just some miscellaneous stuff for the generator, like carburetor, spark plug, stuff like that. Of course, you got to have an air gauge, check your tire pressure, stagger tape, some other tools for air, O-ring set, a dial caliper, angle finder, silicone, screwdrivers, tap and die set. Most of my stuff's gone, but pry bars, bigger wrenches, crescent wrenches, Allen, tire groover and siper. I got it set up for siping with some blades in there. I believe All Star Performance should still have all that. so you can sipe with it. Different sockets, drill bits, just different bits in general. I got different stuff for the grinder, cut-off discs, soft discs, or flappy discs, whatever. Different clamps, ratcheting wrenches. It's good to have a brush, little hand riveter, little straightener deal, metal snips, rivet gun right there. It's good to have a generator like this, maybe like 3,500 to 4,000 running watts. Lights, maybe you got different options with lights. Small little 6-gallon air compressor with a hose. I got one fuel jug, 5-gallon fuel jug with a funnel. I don't really recommend a filter with that. 2-gallon gas can for the generator. My bigger 2-ton jack, that's pretty new. And then stuff I bring lots of nuts and bolts, just in case if you break stuff, lose stuff. Grease gun, that tote has all my spare parts in it pretty much that I bring to the track. You got fluids, lots of fluids here like brake clean, gear oil, antifreeze, carb cleaner, just kind of anything like that. WD-40, extension cords, shop rags. These blue shop rags are great. I got tub of grease. That's most of what I got. For traveling, you got to also have ratchet straps. So I would invest in probably like 4 heavy duty ones and then maybe 4 lighter duty ones just to tie stuff down. The equipment, well, just different equipment. I got my transponder, brand new Westhold, some gloves. Those are pretty old. These are 12 years old, 18 years old. Got receiver. You gotta have that pretty much every track so you can hear. It's just a one-way radio. Helmet, head and neck restraint deal. Tear-offs for the helmet. And then my old fire suit. It's about 13 years old. My cheapo shoes. That's kind of just a rundown. I mean, everybody has a little bit more, a little bit less. Sky's the limit when it comes to tools. You can buy tire machines, metal brakes for sheet metal. There's all sorts of stuff. And then I forgot jack stands. Definitely want to get some jack stands. Bungee cords. There's other miscellaneous stuff, but for the most part, that most of this stuff could get you going. Not that you need all of this, but it's kind of a good start. Really, you're probably looking at spending maybe a couple thousand, $2,000-3,000 in tools to get going. Toolboxes are a big part of that. Generator. Stuff like that, the jack. As far as safety equipment goes, so I just recently looked on Speedway Motors, and I saw that they had a ZAMP kit. So it came with a head and neck restraint, head sock, top and bottom underwear, shoes, gloves, helmet, suit, and a bag. So everything you need besides like a receiver, and it was less than $800. So Speedway Motors is a good option for lower budget stuff. They don't carry as much as they used to. A lot of it's custom suits. Everybody wants their sponsors, their name on it, whatever it is. So just generic stuff is kind of harder to get. But Speedway Motors and different retailers can get it for you, even if you got to piece it together. One-piece suits, two-piece suits, different layers. If you're going to be running methanol in a car, stuff to think about. Definitely recommend a head and neck restraint, full containment seat, things like that. Just to get a suit, gloves, and shoes, you could probably get away with maybe spending about $320 to $400 before tax. Head and neck restraints are between like $235 and $600 right now. So a helmet like mine, this last one I got, this Speedway one, was $200. About a really good helmet that's lighter, easier to breathe, just I don't know, just nicer, lighter, easier to use. You're looking at like $500 to $700 to get into a really good helmet. But like I said, I mean, a lot of guys now are using custom suits, custom helmets, nice painted stuff. You don't need it. It doesn't make you faster. But and then as far as trailers go, so for this dwarf car, it's about 10 feet long and about 5 feet wide, I believe, right around there. So, you don't need a full car trailer. So I got a 12x7. It's a 2025, bought locally here, about 10 minutes down the road. I bought it back in, I believe it was February, maybe March. But, so this, not the best, definitely not the worst trailer when you're buying new. So it's $2,300, $125 for the spare tire. Then with taxes and credit card fees, it came to a total of $2,716. If you're looking for, a full-size car, right now I'm seeing just a regular car trailer, maybe like $3,500, $4,000. And then if you're looking for enclosed, so like a smaller 6x12 enclosed trailer, like for a dwarf car, micro sprint, I estimated at the same place it was going to be about $4,500 plus taxes, fees, spare tires. It was going to come to about $5,500 to get about the same size trailer but enclosed. So it was about twice as much. I mean, you could, if you're running a small race car, you could maybe spend $1,000 on a trailer, all the way up to spending over $1 million on a toter and stacker combo set, brand new. So kind of just goes to show you, just like everything, there's low class and high class and everything in between with the middle class. But it's just kind of an idea of where I'm at, how I do it. My dad and I kind of ran this way for a long time. I mean, I've got maybe a couple more tools than we had back in the day when I was racing with my dad. So, a couple thousand in tools, a couple thousand on a trailer, then you got to worry about the race car. But yeah, not too bad. So, and as you can tell, I am sweating. It's June. I believe it's like 93 degrees, and real feel is like 100, 101 with humidity. So I'm gonna go back in, but yeah, there's kind of my setup.